So we've gotten through our first two increments. We've done the initial setup and movement of the monkey in the first increment. We've done our initial setup and movement of the bananas in the second increment. Now it's time to think of sort of what's the right, obvious next increment. And I think the next increment that we might go with is actually looking at having the monkey catch the bananas. Right? And so the idea is the monkey's trying to catch the bananas, and when he does, he's gonna eat the bananas, right? And so we want to have some way for the monkey to detect that he's eating the bananas, that he's caught the bananas, and that he can eat them. And so where would you go looking for that? I mean, even if you hadn't looked at the materials in the opening task for this, where you looked at a variety of things, what you've got to start getting yourself to think about now is, now that you know Scratch moderately well, where would I figure out how to have some idea of, is the monkey touching the bananas? And so, is that motion, is that looks, sound, events, control, sensing? To me, that's sensing, right? Sensing is asking questions about what's going on in the game. And we looked at sensing in the last unit when we did the ask what's your name, ask some question block. But we have some concept of sensing right now. And if you actually look up here, you'll see that we have some different blocks. And really, I like that idea, right? We said we want to ask the question, is the monkey touching the bananas? And if you remember the last unit, we talked about the fact that when you're asking a question, you get a yes, no, or true, false answer. And a yes, no, true, false answer has a block with these angular shapes. And so here it is, right? Here's a block with an angular shape that says touching the mouse pointer. Well, I don't want to know if something's touching the mouse pointer. I want to know if it's touching what. And it turns out I'm in the bananas right now, and so with the bananas I can ask, are the bananas touching the mouse pointer, the edge, or the monkey? If I switch over to the monkey and I drag out that block, you'll see that when I click on its drop-down menu, I get mouse pointer, edge, or bananas, right? So you always get the choices of the mouse pointer or the edge, and then you get the choice of all the other sprites, because it's stupid to ask, am I touching myself? That just doesn't sound right at all. So we want to say, am I touching something else? So the real question we have to ask right now is, should we be asking the bananas, are you touching the monkey? Or should we be asking the monkey, are you touching the bananas? And I'm going to tell you this right now, and I will repeat this multiple times, and we will make it very clear why when we get to the next game we make. But you really want to only have one person asking that question. You want to either have the banana looking for the monkey, or the monkey looking for the bananas, but not both. Bad things can happen if they're both looking for each other. So the question is, who makes the most sense to be doing the looking? And I'm going to argue that I think it makes more sense to have the bananas looking for the monkey. And here's why. Because the bananas, when they touch the monkey, are going to disappear. And the way they do that, of course, is through hide and show from the looks menu. And if I'm in the bananas when they end up touching each other, then I can simply say, cool, bananas, hide. If I'm in the monkey, I have to somehow signal the bananas to do something. So it makes much more sense to me to start it this way. So the idea is, I want to know, are the bananas touching the monkey? And again, notice the shape. And so this is a question, right? I want to ask that question, are you touching? And so I bring out the if block. If I'm touching the monkey, and I'm in the bananas right now, if I'm touching the monkey, what should happen? Well, the simple answer, the very smallest, simplest thing is, we go to the looks menu and we hide. Okay? And so we say, if you're touching the monkey, hide. Now, where does this go? Well, where it needs to go is not here. And this is a common mistake that I see new people to Scratch make. They say, cool, when I receive the game, say, if I'm touching the monkey, hide. And that seems logical, but I want you to see what happens when I do this, right? This is all lit up. It seems like it's working. I can move this around, and now the bananas are touching the monkey and nothing is happening. Why? Well, here's why. I asked this question once. When the game started, I said, are you touching the monkey? And so let's look at, are the bananas touching the monkey right now? No, because the bananas are in the sky and the monkey's on the ground. So I need to ask this question over and over again. I need it to go in the forever loop. I need to say change y by -1, and after the bananas have dropped 1 pixel, check and see if they're touching the monkey. I liken this to the kid in the back of the car on a long road trip saying, are we there yet? 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 Right? We're saying forever. Get 1 step closer to your destination and then say, are we there yet? Am I touching the monkey? And do this over and over and over again. But the cool thing is now that works. And so we can drop this. And as soon as they get to the monkey, boop, they disappear and they hide. Now, you'll notice this is still lit up and still going, and that's a potential problem in the long run. But in the short run, from an incremental development point, we have a really good game that allows us to drop the bananas to the monkeys, right? Except how come it's not working, right? I'm hitting the green flag and nothing's happening. Why? Again, another common mistake. This is a places everybody error. Once I hid the monkey, I've got code that tell the bananas to hide. I got no code to tell the bananas to come back again, to show. And so one of the things I need to do is to make sure that at the very least, when here places everybody, they show themselves even if they were hidden. And so now we can say bananas fall. And again, it's kind of slow, we have to wait, but boop, goes away. And I can hit the green flag, and off it goes again. From an incremental development point, this was a good next step.